Gibbs went out during the week and spoke to the ogre, Mark O'Mealy, to get a player's view on all this drama at Canterbury.
The National Rugby League has resolved to issue the Bulldogs with a breach notice, withdrawing 37 NRL competition points from its 2002 season tally and fining the club $500,000.
Mark, how did you feel when the story first broke?
We had actually recovery on the Saturday after Parramatta's game. I had a bit of shock. We'd had to Tuesday off in training, so you sort of don't believe too much what's written in the paper. Had a few beers Saturday night and was mucking around with a few of my mates and didn't think too much of it, and then got to training Tuesday and it was a completely different story.
Did you think that it might have been a bit of a beat-up when you first heard about it?
Yeah, I did. I just assumed, if anything, we might have been, not too far over the cap. And I didn't think too much into it. I was just worried about the next few games before coming into the finals.
When things started to unfold, did you realise that there may well be a chance that all of the good work was going to go down the drain and you weren't going to be in the finals?
I did. It was sort of hard to accept because of the great year that we had and how much effort all the boys had put in. And I started to realise that there was a chance that we weren't going to play the finals and our year was, going to be set back another year.
Well, from a personal perspective, you must count yourself as one of the most unluckiest footballers ever. North Sydney went broke, the Northern Eagles couldn't pay you. You struggled to get back on the field, you missed a lot of that winning run with your jaw injury, and then the Bulldog story blowing up.
Yeah, I do. I feel unlucky, but I think that this makes me a stronger person, like mentally. And when it did come out, I probably handled it a lot better than other people. I just stuck my head down and kept training, and all I can do is let my football do the talking.
Are you angry at anyone?
I can't say I'm angry at anyone. I'm new at the club. I've only met a handful of the board. I don't want to come in and say I'm angry. Every club operates different. I've been at a couple of clubs where their boards, we've gone bankrupt and stuff, so I don't know whether it's the board or what it is, whether it's the pressure of trying to get, competitive teams together. I can't really answer that because, to me, I just get out there and I'm a professional. I just try and do my best in football.
As the story unfolded and you realised how serious it was, what sort of talk was there among the players? Not too many blokes really spoke about it because we had a bit of a freshen up weekend because we played the Friday night. Coming into the finals, folks, you'd said, well, we'll have a bit of a break and everyone can get their sore spots and that fixed up. Come back to training Tuesday and we'll get on top of it. We come in Tuesday and then we got called up and had a meeting, and then the players, we had to have a bit of a chat about it, and we started to realise that maybe we were in a bit of trouble, and by Friday we'd lost 37 points, so it was a big turnaround. So many questions to be answered when you walk down the street, when you go shopping, when you drop the kids at preschool. Are you getting fronted? Is there more interest in Mark O'Mealy now? Not really. I just try and let Sandy do all that the last couple of weeks. I've just been trying to kick back at home. Just worry about my football. I've only played a couple of games back since I broke my jaw. I'm still not too confident, and especially on the weekend's game, I performed probably below par. And I try and concentrate a lot on my game. And I do realise that I should be out there and talking to the public, and if people are asking me questions and that, telling them what's happening, but I'm probably just as confused as they are. How do you feel when many members of the public have an opinion that the players, they must have known? How could you be that stupid not to know what you're getting? Well, that's probably the most upsetting. I listen to the radio and you hear people commenting about saying, as if you didn't know what he was on. And, we've got a squad of 25. It's pretty hard, to sit back and try and add up what everyone's on and try and say, gee, we're over the cap. No one even does that. If we were doing that, if you were sitting back and trying to add up, you wouldn't be worried about yourself and you wouldn't be concentrating on your own game. It's pretty easy to get sidetracked, and, I don't think anyone in any club would be doing that. How much is money a motivating factor in you playing football? Mate, it's great to get the money, but, you're not there to get the money. You're there to play football because you love the game and to succeed. I've always wanted to play State of Origin, and I've played that. And now I want to play for Australia. And I mean, I think if I put in the effort in the off seasons and play awarded, on and off the field, and that'll take care of itself. I mean, taking a pay cut, mate, like I said, if I'm playing good footy, I'll get the money back later anyway, so it doesn't really worry me.